Good morning. I'm Amy Riles with Honestly Horses, and that's Gus. Gus says, oh, I'm so tired of getting drug around. So I'm ponying Gus because we're trying to work off that flat back. Do you see how square that horse is? Look at that. Oh my gosh, he's square. He's so wide that his saddle no longer fits him. And oh my goodness, we're just trying to work through that, you know. And so that means that Tucky gets to be a pony horse, which is excellent for her skills and learning how to be a good hand and help me with young horses and other horses. She wasn't okay with this at first, but she has decided that it's okay. It's okay for him to be up close to her. Oh my gosh, even touch her sometimes. I was just thinking about my chiropractor appointment this week and a comment that Cade made, and it kind of relates to a video I did a week or so ago about how past trauma can just pop up and all of a sudden we're revisiting it, and then we act out from that point in our lives, and we react from that headspace rather than where we're at right now in the present. And I was at the chiropractor and I've been having some neck issues, and one of my neck issues is that I had some pretty serious damage caused by a chiropractor one time several years ago. And anytime someone goes to touch my neck, my whole body kind of goes rigid, and I have some great anxiety over being adjusted there because it really set me back for several months when I was injured by someone. And Cade made the observation that even though consciously I sound like I'm relaxed and I'm chatting with the chiropractor, he was watching, and he said the moment he touched your shoulders and you knew that neck adjustment was coming, your whole body went stiff. And that is a place of trauma. That's trauma manifesting itself in the moment that I had no conscious control over. I could not stop that from happening, and trust me, I've tried. But what stuck with me was that we can't get rid of our past. We can't get rid of that trauma, but what we can do is we can learn to react to it differently. I'm working really hard to learn to react differently. I have a wonderful chiropractor. If you need a recommendation, he's here in Bartlesville. Oh my gosh, he's fantastic. I've been to him 3 times. I absolutely love his method and his caring. He's incredible. So nonetheless, there's a little plug for that, Dr. Bush. And what I'm learning to do is to let go of that so that I don't react out of that. And that's pretty powerful in my life. It also helps me to understand where a horse is coming from when they react to a situation and they act out of a place of trauma. It doesn't mean my horse is being bad. It doesn't mean that my horse needs to be in trouble or is being naughty. I hear that a lot. People think, or people will say, oh my gosh, my horse is so naughty. My horse is so terrible at this or that. And really what is important for us to understand as horsemen is they're really not trying to be ugly. Your horse doesn't wake up in the morning and go, how can I make life hell for my rider today? They just don't think like that. But what does happen is something triggers them, a situation, a scary object, the wind blowing, whatever, and they go back to this place that happened in their past where there was trauma involved with that. They got really scared and things kind of fell apart. And maybe we weren't capable at that time, or maybe we weren't even around. Maybe we weren't even there for it. So we don't even know what happened. But nobody was there to reassure them and say, hey, you're okay, we're good. And I do a whole lot of that with Gus. I do a whole lot of reassuring him because he gets real bothered by things. And rather than me thinking he's just being awful, or he's trying to be bad, or he's just not cooperating, or he's being stubborn, I know there's nothing stubborn in him. He's the most kind, willing horse, honestly, I think I've ever worked with. He is incredibly kind. So when I feel like he's resistant to me, instead of going to a place of, oh my gosh, he's just being a brat today, my first inclination now is to change my thinking there and go, okay, there's some trauma, there's some stress there. It might not be trauma, it's just stress. And how can I help him let go of that stress? Well, for me as the chiropractor, it's like shaking my foot while he adjusts my neck, and he always tries to say something funny. Now, this chiropractor's only met me 3 times, and he's already figured out that I have some serious anxiety over my neck being adjusted. And it's funny because he likes to make jokes then. And he's already intuitive enough to go, hey, this chick's got some issues. I'm going to have to work through this with her. And he's so kind about it. And he makes me laugh. And in the moment of laughter, I'm incapacitated and I can't be stiff and I can't resist what he's trying to help me work through in my body. And gosh, does that apply to horses. Wow, that was powerful for me this week. Just a reminder of how I can help them work through those things and how I can help them be reassured when they feel stressed and not take it personally. We've got to take our emotions out of this. That's what happens with us when we're working with these horses. And I hope that encourages y'all. I hope that you're out riding this morning early like I am. It's cool. It's beautiful out here. Love it. We're just walking right now. We're going to do some long trotting, ponying him around the pasture. He's not really a fan of that part. But for the sake of coordination and hands and what all I have to do here, I'm going to jump off of here and get to work. Until next time, thanks for watching, y'all. Click that like and subscribe for more tips and thoughts. This is just thoughts from the saddle this morning. Happy trails.